Hi guys, it's me Aleksandra and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to set up my bullet journal for September with some pretty cozy vibes and warm tones. So if you want to plan with me and see how I made it, please keep watching. First of all, let's start with our cover page. For this title, I decided to make some slim and tall lettering style with a soft brush pen that I personally love to use quite a lot, and this style will be everywhere in this setup. Above that, I'm just adding a cute script hello to say hello to this month. And next to that, I'm adding some cute star doodles, and after that, to add some dimension to this page, I'm just drawing 3 random branches. I previously made a sketch to see how it will look, and it just ties everything together. And after them, guess what? I'm adding a hot cocoa cup with marshmallows. To be honest, I crave this so much and it just speaks fall to me. Who wants to grab a blanket and watch a movie with some hot cocoa on a gloomy day? I mean, come on. And I'm sorry, but I'm a lefty and you can't really see that much of a process. But now, on the left part of the page, I'm just adding a doodle of a glass candle holder with a candle and a cotton stem and some pine cones next to that and a book to group everything together. And I really thought at this point that these leaves look a bit plain, and I went back in with a fine liner to add some shading to make them look better. At the end, I decided to make a wooden texture at the bottom of the page so that everything looks polished. And after the fine liner, I decided to use colored markers for the first time. And here I'm just coloring the hot cocoa with some dark brown, leaves with a lighter brown shade, and I'm using some burgundy shade to add some accents. And to be honest, I liked this spread when it just had a tiny bit of color added, so just don't go all in if you're not a fan of colorful spreads like me. And finished result looks okay. I would really like to remove some color from that. And now onto the monthly spread. For this month, I used a regular calendar layout because it's the most functional for me. Here you can see that I made a pencil sketch first, so I don't mess up anything because it happened before, and now I'm just making a grid with a thin fine liner. I think it's a 0.1. I will list it down below. And for the days of the month, I'm using a lighter brown marker to write them in the upper right corner of each cell, and after that I'm just going in with some craft paper to add some colors and dimension to this page. And on one piece of the craft paper I'm adding a quote to set the theme for this month, and under the calendar I'm just adding some social media trackers, nothing crazy. And now I'm adding a branch doodle on the right side to fill that space, and days of the week for this calendar. After that, I'm just using my brush pen to write the script September as a title for this spread, and I really love how it looks. And at this point, I thought that this quote under the calendar looks too thin, and I went back in with a bolder fine liner and I just added some random star doodles. And to tie this spread together, I'm just adding some candle doodles in the corner of the calendar and some pine cones and cotton stems again. And this is the finished result. After this spread, I'm dedicating 2 pages to write my ideas for my content. I'm using the brush pen to write the tall title for Instagram, Tumblr and YouTube, and under that I added some loose letters. And on the bottom of each page I added a space dedicated to my posting tracker, where I made a tiny mistake that I covered up with some craft paper, and now I'm just writing above that with a brush pen. Now, to make these pages stand out, I made some cute lantern doodles next to the titles, and I love them so much that I probably think I'll focus on making them more. What do you guys think about that? Maybe a weekly spread full of hanging lanterns. After that, I'm just drawing some branches to add some dimension, and that's it. And after that, I left 2 pages for my brain dump, and now onto my first weekly for this month. I wrote the days of the week in a lettering style that I really love for these past few weeks. They look so sleek and elegant, I just can't get enough of this style. And after that, I used my ruler to add some lines next to them so I can keep my weekly as neat as possible. And on the right side, I'm just adding some doodles like I did in previous spreads to keep everything consistent. And the final touch now will be some more craft paper pieces that I glued onto this spread, and that's it. Finished result looks pretty good. Okay guys, that's it. I really like how it turned out with all of these warm tones and doodles around them. So if you like it, please let me know in the comments below, and if you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button down below and little bell button next to it. That's it guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!